I'm just gonna look into the spirit and see what somebody want to know. Let me see. I just saw a cartoon caterpillar turn into a butterfly. It was animated though. Somebody's ascending. You could have just experienced the dark night of the soul. You was feeling really down and sad. But there's something about you gaining understanding now, so you feel better now. You're navigating your circumstances better now. It could have happened from a person. Sometimes people could be a catalyst of an awakening. Sometimes meeting certain people, they could put you through some type of death of past self, like a part of yourself that needed to be removed, needed to be purified. Let me say it like that, okay? So maybe something could have happened. It could have been like a tough relationship, or it could have been someone that shocked your ego. They caused an awakening, or they were the catalyst of the awakening. Many times people will be placed in your life to wake something up inside of you that was sleeping, to help you. These are the angels in disguise that do this. You don't even know that you're talking to an angel. You don't even know. What's that? There's a saying, something like, some of you are entertaining an angel and didn't even know. Respond to the angel when they speak to you. There's more that they need to say. So even if for some of you it is like actually responding with words, and for others of you that is like responding to the experience of being around that person that was your catalyst. There can also be dark angels that help you as well, and not really that they help you because God sent these people to you to help you to see something that you need to see in order for you to elevate. Okay, so some of them have darker energy because they're used as like a test for you, and they put you through pain, and it's for you to realize that you're not supposed to be dealing with that person. And until you realize that, you'll keep on accepting that energy into your life until you realize it. So they're catalysts, but once you get out of the dark night of the soul, you grow and you become your intellect is sharp. It sharpens. It's like this individual was a sparring partner and they sharpen you. It was a spiritual war that you go through. Yeah, the dark night of the soul is spiritual warfare. It's you fighting. It's almost like you want to keep the past self a part of you because it's comfortable, because you're used to it. But it's like you have to fight off the urge to keep the past self because the new self is coming. It's like the birth of a child. Sometimes the baby don't want to come out. The baby be lazy and trying to go to sleep. My daughter did that. We try to, when I think about that, that's funny. You know? We trying to go through the labor so she can get out. And she said, no, I'm staying, I'm going to bed. She went to sleep. They was like, oh, she fell asleep. We can't even, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to go to sleep too then. So she going to go to sleep in the middle of the process. That's funny. But, push and pull. You want to stay, but you know you need to go. And then the dark night of the soul make you feel crazy because you don't know if you're coming or going. You don't know what's going on. Like, what now? Like, what is going on with me? But it's really you breaking through the barrier of connecting to the true nature of yourself. The only way that you can connect to the true nature is to go through some things. And when you're struggling with something, it's actually a gift, even though it hurts. It's a gift because people that are brought into your life show you something that you never saw before. And they help you to see it because it's time for you to see it. It's time. You went through the purification process. Now it's time for you to expand beyond that. So much greater is coming. So much greater. Like, the baby is about to be born. The baby is coming. It's chaotic. The baby is coming. You know? Push. They say push, push. You gotta push. Bear down. It's like you're being coached in the ring. You gotta knock somebody out. Push. You can do it. Go, 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 go. And it is. Ooh. When I think about it, like, you know, it's the same with childbirth is like that for real. And then birthing the future is also like that because it gets chaotic and it gets crazy. And then you need motivation sometimes. Sometimes you need inspiration, motivation. You need all the shuns. All the shuns you can find, you need that. Okay? Let's see what else. So you're birthing something. You could be birthing the new in you. Yeah, that's what I really feel like this is about. It's like birthing the new version of you into the world and being so loved. And I didn't mean to say that like that. I meant to say feeling so loved. Feeling loved. Feeling loved. Yes, feeling loved. Because there's something about not feeling love before. Not in the way, at least, that you feel it now. Now is different. Now is more meaningful. Exceptional, actually. Like, wow. This is love. Yeah. I heard it's good to take accountability. But you don't always have to take the blame for something that was out of your control. Just observe it. See it for what it was and let it go. It's easier to live the rest of your life like that. The more you try to feel bad about something that you already went through and that should already have dissipated from your spirit, the more you prevent yourself from attaching yourself to a more loving future. Don't hold on to the lack of love you had before. Hold on tight to the love that is here now. Yes. Yes. What else? I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. I always knew you could do it. It's just you didn't know. So I was kind of like waiting for you. It feels like spirit talking to you. Like, I always knew you could do it, but I also knew that there was things that you needed to experience first so that you can appreciate this moment even more. I heard it's always hard for me to watch that with you all. It's always hard for me to watch that, but I know it's necessary. So I just watch you, you know, and I try to move things out of your way, things that will cause you to stumble. I try to whisper to you so that you know that it's not right, so that you choose not to do whatever that is that you might want to do. I'll whisper to you. Before you heard the whisper, but you didn't listen. But now you listen. And that's why you're starting to be so much more respectful of yourself as well as your future. You have chosen to respect your future, and there was times where you disrespected your future, but that's just because you didn't know any better. But now that you know, you can't go back to that because it's too ugly, and you like beautiful things. So you really can't go back to the ugly if you tried. And if you did, oh, you would feel horrible. Then you gotta work your way out that hollow hole again. That was too much work. They're like, don't go back there if you don't have to. And there's no need to go back. You did it already. You already did that. That's like going back to take a class you already passed. That don't make no sense. They're gonna be like, what you doing here? I just gave you an A last semester. Would you come back here again? You can't. You gotta go. You gotta go. First time you got kicked out of class on purpose. Well, maybe it's not the first time. But that's just what I heard. First time you got kicked out of class on purpose. Maybe you were a good student. But I heard sometimes the teachers didn't see that. That's just bad teaching. But anyway, let me see what else. It was your moments of prayer and respect that led you to this space right here. You might not realize how powerful your prayers were and still are. When you spoke to spirit, you always opened a path for yourself. Like there was pathways that kept opening for you. Every time you spoke to spirit, pathways would just open. They were open. Because it's like spirit was like, oh, look at my child. Look at my child. Putting in the effort. Wanting better for themselves. But not knowing exactly which way to go. Okay? But still moving. And having faith. Faith as small as a mustard seed. Grew an entire beautiful tree, just with so much fullness, so strong, so tall. Like one of those trees that have like a wide trunk, and the leaves are just so high they look like they're touching the clouds. That's one of those trees that's like 1,000 years old. So old, so ancient, so wise. That's how you have become. Tall in the spirit. Wise in the spirit. Now you're more durable. You thought they couldn't touch you before. Now? You don't even need to say excuse me. They just moving out the way. Like, oh, that's a big energy coming. Let me move before I get knocked over. I gotta move. I'm gonna be squished. Too much energy. But they love it though. And there's many people that actually love you for being who you are. Some people are not gonna like that because they don't know who they are. That's the only time people don't like you, because they don't know themselves. But those who love you and like you is because they know themselves. Those are the real people. Those are not the bot babies. So stick with the real ones, not the bot babies. As long as you don't include any more bot babies in your life like you had before, you'll be fine. Exceptional. Marvelous. Exquisite. Yes. I think that's it for this message. It was like kind of short, but I think this is all Spirit wants to say. Anything else? Showstopper. I heard you went from a bar hopper to a showstopper. That's funny. Yeah. What else? Anything? I heard no one can stop your show. You stop when you say so. I think that's it. I love you. I'll see you in the next message.